Greetings, traveler.
Guess we could follow the draft and see if we hit like a Spellstone deck or so. You could pick the Blood Witch and spam the Spellstones. Or you could pick the Ooze. It's funny Blood Witch is up here. Yeah. No, Cosmin. I'm drafting. Yeah, but for the average arena player, they don't have time, right? They don't have time to go over everything. So I think it's still usually more challenging. Sure, why not? Let's give it a go. They're all pretty eh. Probably like the Gravedigger most out of these. Spellstone deck. Let's go. Doing it, boys. Playing that. We're playing that deck. The messengers felt okay, but definitely nothing too crazy. Probably just go with the threat. Spellstone. Spellstone. Oh my god. The sensible pick is not the Spellstone. But who cares for sensible, right? The Imp is the right pick, right? The Imp is definitely the right pick. Having 3 Spellstones makes it good enough already. I might get another one, but this is just more fun. Hey, James. Yeah, I think it's the Imp. I think if we don't end up with enough self-damage, it's weird. I'm not sure if it's a Voidwalker kind of deck. It'd be okay. Soulfire self-damage feels good, man. I don't have a blueprint of the deck I'm trying to get. That's usually a bad idea. Doomguard's okay still, I guess. Fernal is probably really good with this deck. Now we do it? Question mark. It's just not that good. I'd need more stuff. Probably just the Etten, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4 self-damage. No code for coffee. Wasn't really a good deck. Was poorly constructed by me. But we also got MC Tech twice. Maybe that deck can go 7 if it gets good opponents. But if it gets bad opponents, well, bad matchups, I mean, you're not going 7 no matter what. I think the 3 Spellstones are enough for me. I don't know. 4 is okay, you're halfway in. You really want the Spellstone, Stein? So how am I winning, Stein? I just haven't been Warlocking at all. Like in the Warlocks I've done, I've had a Zoo and then the Abomination we just had. Like how am I gonna win? Do I just pick a lot of big minions after this with the Spellstone, or what's the plan? How does it work? Because I don't see it right now. I didn't say I wanted, I said the self damage is enough. Ah, okay. Self damage, yay. Sure. Grab another. God, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. And I already don't want to play this deck. That's not good. That's not good. Damn. It happens rarely, but I feel like, I don't know, Warlock's so bland right now. Like, I'd much rather play some Priest. Just feels so bleh, you know. Alright, Collins is here, thank God. Can probably just retire this draft at some point. We can bring him in, he can salvage it. Collins can go salvage the draft. I don't know, I haven't been Warlocking. It's just so bleh. Retire? I mean, this... What's it doing, right? It's not dying, and then it runs out of cards, and then it does die. Hey, Collins. Alright, I can hear you now. I need to finish this draft, because, I don't know. I've lost like...
You can share the screen.
Yeah, I think I've lost to like 6 MCTs already over the past 2 days. I'll be honest, like I just didn't feel like playing anymore. So I just like clicked some cards. I clicked some Spellstones and some Blood Witches. I know you like that. So have a look, because I just don't know, man. I just don't Warlock right now. And it's number 1 and it
Warlock
just... So...
yesterday. I went for the heavy control style. I lost 2 matches quickly, and then I won I went to infinite, I think. But it was every match was weird. It was a very like,
I know, right?
I had 2 the 4 drops that become 7/7s.
Yeah.
And basically I would just like do nothing until they get me to 15, and then I would like clear the void and then drop 2 7/7s and try to win that way. and then making sure I had like a little bit of late game as well to kind of do stuff. The only thing I noticed is that I needed like one copy of the file. My only AoEs, I had 2 Shadow Flames and a Nether, and I needed a copy of just one defile just to deal with the early hunters and stuff like that. But other than that, it was a bit. It was good. The lone champions. I had 2 lone champions.
Yeah,
That was
can you see the deck on the right?
Yeah, I see that.
That went 3.
Oh, the deck on the right.
Yeah, the deck on the right went 3.
You had 2 hooked
Like
reavers.
I burned it into the ground, right? But
One
like
Shadow Flame, one
I got
defile.
MC Tech twice, and it just had no chance versus slow decks. Like it just didn't do anything versus slow
I
decks.
think you don't have
I
you don't have
feel like
the
it
late
needs
game.
like Violet Worm, right?
Yeah, you don't have the late game. Like
Yeah.
Sunlockers aren't really a late game card. So same
Yep,
thing
yep,
with
yep.
Tar.
It's fine.
You can't
Anyways,
really
like
consider-
let's draft this shit so we can get out of here.
So what do you have for Shadow Flame? You have a Disciple, and you have a Dread. Also maybe a Sludge could do some. Okay, so at Pyro you'd Pyro Spellstone. Right? That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I could have had 5 Spellstones by the way, but we picked an Imp
That
over
would
Spellstone.
be fun. What did you pick instead of
An
Spellstone?
Imp and an Etten over Spellstone.
Imp and an Etten.
That seemed reasonable.
I guess the Imp makes sense to trigger Spellstone. Etten also, I can see why you take Etten so you have some late game.
Yeah.
Pyro or Shadow Flame for me. I might go with the Shadow Flame, I think. Just get the first copy. Pyromancer is really good. You already have a royal card. I didn't have Feeding Time in my deck. I don't know if I would have needed it.
It's MCT, so you don't want it.
I
Like,
don't.
you just never look at this card anymore. Like same with Grim Necro.
I would still look at it. I don't care about it that much. Like even if he gets a 1/1, it's like whatever. I don't know. That doesn't mean I'd pick it here. I might pick it here though. It's that or the royal guard, the second copy. Yeah, you can use the Feeding Time with the Spellstone. I think that's justification enough.
So you want it?
Yeah.
Your boy?
And it's an easy librarian, especially with the Spellstones. Makes sense. Mad Bomber can trigger Spellstones.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's actually if you had 4 or 5 Spellstones, it would be a lot easier.
So you would like a Spellstone instead of the Imp or the Etten or not?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I might take the Bomber. So you have so many 4s, but
Yeah, I didn't draft any. Like I might just retire it anyway because it looks just not fun to play. I know I might just stay away from Warlock until the patch because it just doesn't feel
Rifle
fun.
Smith and Green Jelly. It's got to be a 5. I had a Jelly in my Warlock. It didn't feel great.
So Smith? Or what?
Yeah, I think I might go for the body.
Probably Basilisk. This.
It feels like a Basilisk.
The legendary double nether.
Right? It's basically militia, right? It's just a faster militia. Because you played the militia so that you can deal with the opponent's whatever.
Yeah,
board
for
state.
me it'd be either Musty or nether.
If we had a curse, you know, I'd go ahead and look at the Mossy. The Mossy is good for dealing with early aggression. On 6 we have 1 card. And what do we have that dies with by Mossy? We have a Basilisk and the Feeding Time. And the Librarian and a Veteran. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, I might try the Mossy. You have another. Anything that Corpse Raiser?
Probably Duskbat with this deck, right? But maybe.
Anything,
Yeah, maybe like we don't want to play it later in the game anyway.
Did you pick the Doomguard early? I skipped
I don't know.
2 Doomguards in my draft.
Like I said, it's like whatever. Honestly, let's just click some buttons and draft something new. It's fine.
I might take this.
Razor's nice. Another librarian.
Yeah. It makes the deck faster, but it triggers the Spellstones.
Crawler.
Sewer Crawler, yeah.
Oh. Number 4?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with number 4 at this point.
Alright, cool.
This would have...
Alright, let me have a look at points here. Hey, K Queen, what's up? More Hargy Bible Thumb. You could feel about the card like that, Volto, but then you shouldn't be playing the game at this moment, right? I also feel the same way about a card, yet I will not gloat over the misfortune of other people just because they have it, right? This is a Warlock draft that we had. This is more just something we trying to salvage. Like a boss. Like a boss. Okay. I guess you could look for Spellstones with this deck. Right? Oh, baby. That's the good one. That's the good stuff. We could save the blood. We could save the Blood Witch for when we have more Spellstones in hand. We'll see if this ends up working out, guys. A bit more of an draft. Alright. Okay, let me catch up with chat because I wasn't really looking at it too much. Well, Trolls Royce, we're actually doing really well with priests for the most part. It's just an unfortunate run. The Doomguard's really nice, but with the Spellstones and the Witch in hand, I think you're still supposed to do it. It's just a bit too nice here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, shut the fuck up. That's just a bit too clean not to take it, right? Priest seems really strong. Yep. Priest has always been inconsistent. I even held the Voidwalker there to increase the odds, right? Fairly good. Yeah, this is more a deck we drafted really fast. It's more trying to get rid of it, but we'll play it out. And there's still 2 Spellstones in there. I feel like I do want to set up a Shadow Flame by maybe going face, right? The instinct was to go face, so let's do that. It's tasty. Not prepared. Hopping off. Candle shot? There you go. Okay. Okay, that's nice. think I might want to minimize the damage and go for Mossy Horror and the next turn Dread Spellstone. Alright. 10, 12, 13, yeah. Otherwise I'm dead. Actually, I can't go Dread Spellstone. Oh, he might not go phase, right? Yeah, he's probably not gonna go phase. Because he wants to keep his charge. Can you explain the Nether in the deck? No, it's just a random deck.
Speak your peace.
Not playing around to deal 2 damage. Well, you can play around that, but then you also don't play around a lot of other things, Roop. It's not quite as simple as, oh, I mean, I might be dead there. You can also say, well, if I don't, I have a limited amount of turns even with the heal, right? So it's more, do I have the luxury of playing around it, yes or no? And I think the answer to that question was no. I don't think I have the luxury to play around it. You can still set up lethal while not losing to MCT or silence or so. I think it's okay.
Fester in my swamp.
Well played. If it's explosive now, he wins, right? It's not. Okay. Hey Bob. Doing well. Thank you for asking.
I will fight with honor.
I mean, it was a bit of an unfortunate start, to be fair. So that's a curve. I feel like these stay. This is up for debate. Doesn't really have synergy with the hand. I think I'd rather look for a Spellstone or for another 4. Okay. I think so, Saf. I'm just explaining why, right? Just explaining why. Now get right on it. Yeah, this is more of a Mimi draft where we just picked 4 Spellstones and then synergy for it. So the Nether is like whatever in the deck. It's like fine. It's not like we picked it super highly. How do we win the game? Spellstone. Spellstone healed. The priest run went 3 wins, ukulele. You could have kept the rat on 3 to play around Consec a bit more. I think this works out. Was that the expected results? No.
The light dims, but we fight.
This bomber, man. It can work as well in my... Like, it can work against me as easily as it works as for me, right? don't think we need it. Might even hold on this one. To be fair, there's 3 more stones in the deck, right? Yeah, Bomber's not likely enough to be positive there.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Mind if I roll need?
Good old don't play anything into Basilisk. So this clears the board. He's got a couple ones in his hand. So we can just trade if we want it. I think that's fine, and just put the Blood Witch down. I think we're fine sitting on the Librarian for now with 3 stones in the deck. It's tasty. I might have Wisdom. Might not remember at some point. It's likely, but
Let me light the way.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
more of this. Classic.
Wanna blow something up?
Super reasonable. Alright. Yeah, this is kind of a funky deck. Like, had I drafted this with a bit more, had I a bit more attention, then it would have probably been a bit better. I don't know. I feel like my Warlock right now isn't that great. I do want to get good at it. I think just focusing on the good minions in general, and then having some late game to push with.
To Northrend.
To Northrend. Interesting. That's a nice draw. Does this feel a bit more like Constructed, this kind of deck? Because it's a lot about life tapping and just using the Spellstones to heal back up. It feels so unfair to have 14 health in the hand. Yeah, I would have never Argented it like that. But you win one game, and you know.
Let me think.
Isn't that arena in general not special to Warlock? Was that a reply to something I said? Because I probably already forgot exactly what I said. So feel free to remind me what I said. We can heal the dragon back up, right? Seems fine. Yeah, I think a lot of the people here are saying like, well, they say Warlock's the best class, but it really doesn't feel that way. To me, it feels like Priest is really good, even though we just got the 3-3. I think that's in part to just playing that style without Scream. Scream is kind of vital to that style. Scream would have helped us in a lot of those cases. Keeping Gilnean for an 8-3 is nice. MCT is so common and this card hasn't moved. So either just Royal Guard it or play double force, sack the 4-1. I think it fits between those choices. I'll Royal Guard it. Second the 4-1 just doesn't seem that good. If I could play 4 minions here, I think trade and put the Blood Witch and the Cursed out would feel better. But this card hasn't moved, and MC Tech's just such a terror. Holy light. Oh, he's got the synergy. Alright. This could be another Spellstone. It's fine. Especially because we got 2 more in the deck.
Reporting for duty.
Feeding time, huh? Okay, I might use that instead of the stone. Then just trade with this, trade here, and put the stuff down. It's a lot of health on this, though. What if I do use the stone? I kind of like it because it allows me to play into MCT, but I have a bunch of 1/1s on board. And he's used the card he's been holding, so we're not too terrified of MC Tech anymore. I'll play the Blood Witch for AoE.
Take it for the king.
Okay. Yay. You see me smork? And he's like, alright. Only a couple more hits to go. Seconds, let's go. Alright. There we go, boys. There we go. Get that Spellstone draft going.
Gul'dan versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
Your soul shall be mine.
I don't think we're supposed to keep more than 1. I think keeping 1 is already a little bit when you have 4 of them. Especially if you have 2 in your opening hand, you can't get the other one back anyway. So. Okay. We could have coined out and heal, but it looked like unless we had a 5 damage target, we weren't really going to do that much anyway. So we could play the 3/6 or I could coin out a 4/6. We can follow it up with multiple 5s. But it feels like the witch is fine and upgrades the stone. Can your student choose to not let you stream the session? That's a bit more difficult. It's possible, but then we have to play at a very particular time. Like we'd have to play on a Monday, for instance. Spellstone is fine here. Could also feeding time. Sets up a spreading plague. Which is a bit of a problem. Problem is it feels a bit to waste the mana. I think we take the safe one.
Truth is my shield.
Wanna blow something up?
Monkas.
The brain buys you.
It's tasty.
Yeah, maybe we should have baited out the plague. We can still do that later though, right? It's not going anywhere if it's in his hand. But it would have been fine. It would have been fine to
Let's see.
play into plague because we do have the horror. Oh, did you just go face? Oh my man, what are you doing? So he did. Well, I mean, he may have had it before. I hope he powers here. That's such a beat. Why not Infernal instead of Bomber? I think I like the idea of coining a 5 with the Bomber and just play Infernal. It feels so bad when it happens to you. The Spellstones will take the break? Yeah. But we're tapping a lot, so we should be finding them at some point.
Now how about
Ay, ay, ay. This is where having one would be useful. Really want to just find one. What am I doing? We're baiting him into trading, that's what we're doing, chat. It's all just one big debating. Gotta get in his head, right?
Where shall
Let him take advantage of this.
my shield for Argon?
Alright, one off. One off. Spellstone, please. Alright.
well played?
Oh, shut up, you. You think it's over already. Alright, so I know that this is gonna happen. I'll probably want to get rid of the Blood Witch, so I could just double trade. And I know I'm gonna taunt, I know I'm gonna heal, and I might just Doomguard for the full clear. We don't have to sack the Witch. It's just not a bad idea to sack the Witch.
Why do you fall?
Wait, threaten lethal. No, well, I think it's probably fine to just kill one of them, right?
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright. It's got swipe, you're dead. No, it's a Starfire, but swipe wouldn't have killed us. You tapped too much? Probably tapped too little. Didn't hit the Spellstones.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
It's kind of what we needed, right? But we didn't see them. I think if anything, maybe the first Spellstone, right? We should have just feeding timed, and it's fine. Feeding time would have given us okay stuff. Good old totem. Big sharp pointy teeth. Oh, I didn't kill the 1/1. So weird. Just because of taunts, huh? Alright. Let's try to focus up a bit more and think about our options. So that last Druid game, yeah. It just feels like I was playing a bit too much on autopilot. I think it's just the deck, honestly. I think I just want to get to the next deck and then... Because this was somewhat carelessly drafted. But that doesn't mean we have to carelessly play it. I think because we had Mossy Horror in the hand, we could have been okay feeding timing. And then everything would have been fine.
Calamus rises.
Hmm. Okay.
Shields up.
Our opponent appears to be popping off. I think given the hand, we go for the bomber. We might just be dead to Bloodlust, so...
Wanna blow something up?
Impressive bombs there, though. Which is why I said the exact same thing when I reflected on the turn ukulele. That was a whoopsie there. Unless he's got something. No, bit of a whoopsie. That's pretty funny. My boy.
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Songbird's Melody. Thanks so much for the sub. Good to have you here again. Much appreciated. This Royal Guard seems to evade the perfect form here. Could hit one of our Spellstones. Could also not. Hitting one of the Spellstones is just really nice. But probably better off playing it real safe. It's fine.
My duty is to
Like, we win anyway if we play safe, right? Don't want to play the Flame Imp with 4 Spellstones still in there.
As the witch commands.
Okay.
for the king.
Silver Avalanche, what do we want things? Hey, we got one, boys. PogChamp.
possibilities.
For the king!
So we have a librarian left, a blood witch, and an infernal to proc stuff.
I love omelets.
I guess it does clear. Maybe we should just put stuff on the board now, right?
For the king!
Shadow flaming a bunch of crap though. I just want to be safe, right?
For the king!
Just want to not die to stuff. Wait, did I mess that up now? Yeah, I did mess it up. Yeah. Guess we're not shadow flaming, boys.
Almost out of time.
What a beautifully executed turn, smiley face. It's fine though. Got a scar.
For the king!
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
How long can this go on? Oh baby.
The grave buys you no rest.
A lot of room on the board, right? Could maybe leave him with the spell power totem, but... Ah, whatever. Just make plays.
For the king!
How much is this? I'm recovering from some health issues, Ren. That's fine.
Well
Calm down! I'm a doctor!
Numrod, thank you so much for the sub, man. Welcome, my man. Thank you for the support. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to win. Definitely gonna try to win. But I don't know. It feels like I don't really have the capacity right now.
shall be mine.
We'll see if it improves with the next draft. Blood Witch is kind of good, but I think we still look for a Spellstone, right? Okay, it's pretty good. But I definitely don't want to dismiss any of the comments as in like, lol, I'm the streamer, I know better, lol, right? Definitely don't want to do that. So that's why I just address it now, like, that's the answer to most of the questions. And it's fun sometimes, you know, just to not think too much about the plays and seeing what the autopilot, where it gets you. But normally speaking, the very methodical play should do better. I'd like to get him in the face, but I think the trade is better if he has kings or bells. Pretty lucky. Big boy Drake. Looks like we're doing okay now. That's a 9-9. So the chance that he goes face is basically 100%. Are you implying that Hunter is a class where you don't need to strategize and carefully, meticulously plan out lethal spot? So I might not approve of that. I think I might kill it actually. Like just developing doesn't seem that much better. Seems like I'll be killing it with the Spiteful Smith in here. Corpse Razor trade. It'll be a 4-1. You don't want to do that. I think we just don't want this to get steeded or anything of the sort. It's a very monk-ass trade.
Reporting for duty.
Whoa. I think we may have made the correct call regarding that Let's Play around Steed. Yeah. Why would you trade a 3-2 into a 2-1? So it's a good question, right? Because on the surface it seems like you're just making the trade for him, which you are. You are making the trade for him. But the upside of going face is 3 damage on his face. You need to ask yourself, am I in a position where that 3 damage is really relevant? Yes or no? I think it wasn't that relevant. And then you look at what is the downside? Well, if my opponent has the minion on the board, he can play 2 bells or he can kings. Now, especially if that is his only play, that's not very good for you, right? You just gave your opponent a play just to push 3 damage face, which in certain situations is an acceptable risk. In this particular case, I don't think it was like that. Let's see if we can get a Corpse Razor on this thing and then potentially Nether. It's a bit ambitious, but we can try.
Reporting for duty.
Adapting the dudes. Okay. No need to trade that, right, buddy? Why didn't you play Mossy? Because there's better Mossy stuff. Like, for instance, now if I Nether, he's gonna have a board full of 1/1s, which I can Mossy after. That doesn't mean we Nether now, but there's definitely examples of the Mossy getting a lot better. Could Shadow Flame the Ooze, but it's so good versus Silver Sword. The other one is just Corpse Razor now. Hit it with the Nether next turn and then go for the Mossy. You need to be able to Mossy Sludge, so that's fine if we Nether next turn.
Almost out of time.
That helps a lot.
Speak your peace.
All right, the Steed summons first, but that's fine, right? Because I'm probably gonna Nether anyway, so it's not too big of a thing. Oh, are we dead? It's possible. Yeah, we're dead, right? Okay. Yeah.
Happy fun.
Even if you go for the Nether, he's still going to Leroy and buff what 5 minions. So yeah, it's going to suck no matter what. It's okay, guys. Like I said, I'm feeling like 100%. So I also feel like I really wanted to make sure I was paying very close attention to Hargi during his coaching session. So I think I burned a lot of energy on that. But we're trying. Sludge Shadow Flame. Well, yes, for that particular turn, but then he equips a Silver Sword, goes face, buffs all his dudes. Yes, you still have the Mossy Horror, but he still has a Silver Sword, and you take so much damage. So the plan was to Corpse Razor our guy. Maybe he trades, maybe he doesn't. Then you Nether, then he sorts his guys, then you go mossy, coin, sludge, and then you win the game. But we didn't play around our opponent having so much burst. Man, that bomber, what a boss. So it's very difficult to judge play. I mean, I am not playing 100% now, right? Not by any means. But it's very easy to look at a play and say, well, this particular turn, that play would have been better. But it's like, well, yeah, but that exposes you to a bunch of other beats that can be very annoying for you. I haven't really played enough Pally in the post-TOT meta, Nameless, to comfortably say that. A strategy that should work, right? In theory, that worked before Witchwood was you get a lot of strong 1-drops if you can, and then strong 3-drops. If you don't get any 1s, you might want some 2s, right? And then you have a couple finishers, right? Maybe a Vine Cleaver, a Sword, and a Steed. Maybe some draw here and there. Same old story. Well, like I told you, I have not played enough Paladin in the post-TOT meta in order to answer your question with certainty or anywhere near certainty. But if I would have to, that would be my answer. This plays a bit into the foul, but it plays less into the foul than this guy.
Here there is no light.
It's weird, right? I want to sack this. Sure. Yes. You'd Spellstone it. Bubblies and yummies.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
This hand. Sure, why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? I didn't watch the final rev yet. I think I caught maybe like 2 half games or so from the World Cup.
Pay attention, class.
Pay attention, class.
Take it, try it. Tasty.
Suicide lock.
Out of my
He's like, as long as I can't let him trade off his witches, I'm good. Oh man, this is getting kind of funny. Doesn't really matter how we do it, right? Let's trade some stuff.
Mushroom power!
In the light's name.
You going face? That's my boy. Time to get some health back. Time to not do that yet.
Try it.
Keep out of hellfire range. Do we still want to tap? Yeah, I guess so.
Truth is my shield.
I think I'm gonna get rid of the witch and just heal again here. That's funny.
Try it.
Poor guy, man. He was going so much face.
You're so sweet.
Jacube. No, my Doomguard cube combo. I think I just shoot that again, to be honest. And then heal the witch out of Dreadlord range and shit. Alright, now we're healthy again.
How long can this go on? How long
Winners
can this
lose,
go on?
empires fall.
Cube is what? This is 6. I think I might do some speed runs, guys, to be honest. I think that's gonna be, it's probably gonna be more enjoyable. Watch me do that instead. Okay, who would like some draw last? Actually, no, let's not play another minion. There's enough shit on 1 HP. How many Spellstones are in a deck? 4. We drafted 4.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Could sack the cube and Spellstone. Could also hold on to the cube. Just check the witch. She's done buffing anyway. That's 5. Let's put this out. Let's go to AoE protection. 12. You got 9. If I sack the cube instead, it's better against his nether. And he might have to kill all minions thing, right? It's kind of funny. Not sure if I'm even supposed to play that here. What are we threatening? Okay, I guess it does set up lethal. It's fair. Yeah. He's thinking, what the fuck's this guy? Yeah, they were all full. They were all full, the Spellstones. Oh, I had 2 Spellstones and a Bomber. I just throw the feeding time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think we can probably... That's probably a better way to enjoy the stream, guys. Let's do some speedrunning. Where we just make the play as fast as we can, basically. Then you're forced for your autopilot to take over at that one moment.
Act now. What would Uther do?
Like, I'll try to still get some reasoning out of this run. But next run we're doing it. Maybe get an maybe do play a hunter. We'll see. What? I would have preferred my own face twice. Lucky opponent. Bomber not hitting my own face. If only my bomber hit my own face, dude. I would show you. The Cursed Disciple is so weird here. We'd Spellstone this next turn.
When Earth moves, empires fall. Dark ones snatch all.
The result is not really important, Razor Laser. Like I said, it's more that we created a bit more of a fun vibe.
In the best
Nice.
shape of my life.
That definitely worked out better than we deserved.
Big shot pointed.
Two Spellstones still in hand, monk ass.
Reporting for duty.
He usually is a more serious stream, for sure. That's something I just learned, like before, if I would have this, then I wouldn't really be able to stream. It's very greedy to put the Twilight Drake down. We're definitely in a greedy mood. I think coining the Librarian makes sense. Yes, the Spellstone's upgraded. And then he can't kill this one if he wants to go in here. Your voice doesn't confirm the fun vibes? I'm just usually a bit more on a level like this.
Reporting for duty.
Such a big dude killer. Might have the Spellstone. Was going to add and could double trade. Mossy is not good enough. Double trade's fine. Get that in the way. Next turn we can force Spellstone if we want it. Get some use out of the Drake. Zavine.
Reporting for duty.
Mossy still kills our Drake. Yeah, that's different, Razor. That's different. It's the plays are split then, right? But yeah, I can put in more energy to be a bit more. It's just like right now, it's very hard to muster that energy. There is an option to just Spellstone one of them to not die. I think you do, right? Just purely as healing. Just get 5 healing out of one.
Take it. It's tasty.
Because I'm a little nervous if he suddenly starts the pain train there. Hey, Kaladar. What's up?
I hope you like my invention.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. Man, I really want to get the Mossy out now. But it's such a nice Spellstone. Just Mossy sit next turn Spellstone. Maybe Librarian, question mark. Yeah, Librarian should be fine. Is that good enough here? Just kind of kills it, right? I think I might save this for later, but how much does he have? 8, 10. Could have an MCT in there as well. 9. If he has 4 damage, we're done, right? So Maybe the pre-hit even, right? No, I have the Spellstone. Next turn, heal for 14. Alright, targets acquired. Let's go.
Reporting for duty.
So now I could Spellstone, Spellstone, trade. Okay, so I'm gonna be on 20. I can tap, right? Yeah. That's kind of a punch in the gut, man, if you're him, right? You're so close to just closing out the game and then it's like, what?
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
It's like, what? Yeah. That's kind of funny. These spellstones, man.
Reporting for duty.
Hey, another one. Another one that's ready to go, boys.
My duty is to the king. For the king.
Well played.
Just to show him, right?
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Oh, baby. You have the Doomguard from hand? Yeah, but I don't think you have it, right? Because you missed 6, and we had perfect, and Doomguard's 5, so... Oh my god, this poor fucker. Do I ever just tap here and do this next turn? I don't have that many 3s, right? So... No, never mind. Next time I get an idea-ish, just slap me. Yeah, I was getting a little desperate away next, so quite happy with that festival. Good at sleeping. Oh, that is, but... No. Bop.
try it? Bubblies and yummy!
Where do you go?
I will purify the fallen.
Meh. Okay. Yeah, I might have to switch to that. I have Hearthstone Deck Tracker that does that, but it hasn't been working iOS client. I want to damage buff my spellstone here. Hmm.
You're so sweet.
Buy a Shadow Flame.
Send the other guy.
Wow, that Shadow Flame could have been useful.
Don't tell me what to do.
Debating whether it's worth to Spellstone right now. Probably not yet, right? I think we might still Nether. The witch is called Blood Witch. No orders today, guys. No orders today. Can't complete any of your orders. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's totally fine. We can actually abuse that to heal if you want to later. So just 6 mana heal for 7. Bomber, Blood Witch, Dread Infernal.
My duty is to the king. The king.
Dread Infernal, please. We tapped so much for it though.
Glory to the Sindora. I will be your duty. Ready?
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, okay. Ooh, that hurts, man. That hurts. You don't want to see your guy go like that. I don't really want to Spellstone for 5 with the Witch in hand, but we might still have to. Right, like trade, Spellstone, Bomber, no. It's funny, the ordering on the Bomber is also weird, but you really want to hit this, right?
Fire!
So we're gonna have a 7 thing that we can pull back, so we got another 7 health when we want it. I like this more to play around nether and removals and stuff. Because you could just add in... And with this kind of situation, I don't really want to Doomguard. Does the return upgraded? It should, I'd say. He might still have the nether, so I need to be a bit careful. Oh no, he's dead, isn't he? Me. Alright.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Keeping the bomber as well. I think you look for the Spellstone. Hey. Now respecting the happy ghoul. Just going straight in. Yeah, RSA. It's also priest, right? Priest is unlikely to play stuff, so
Speak to me.
it's not even that great against them. I will go over them once they're all released, Rabiat. I think it's much easier to give my opinion on the cards if I can see all of them. So, like I think the elemental thing is probably fine, right? It's like beetleberries, but not... Probably a little worse than beetleberries, but still good. Alright, buddy. Are the cards announced already? A small portion of them. Very small portion of them. Sorry. Ah, there we go. That's how we speak. Words and stuff. Yeah, a small portion of them have been released. Alright. The contest was for 7 wins, wasn't it? Wait, I made a bet for this? Interesting. For real? Could just Spellstone it, but Dumarani definitely puts more stuff on the board. That's pretty lucky. Alright. Yeah, I guess I did make a bet for this, right? Okay. Hey. It's pretty sick. Could also mill him. Yeah. What are the odds he has one of the most common rare priest spells in the hand after this many draws? Not so high, it seems. Opponent, stop playing cards. It's not fun anymore. Oh, just sack the 1/1? Yeah. Yeah, like details like that will be missed. For sure, so.
Awaken, my children.
Alright, we can kill that if we wish. No, I actually couldn't yet. Well, I mean, we can, but wouldn't advise it. With the Nether in hand, we can afford to do stuff. We've actually only just caught up with him in terms of drawing. That's how much work that Acolyte did. And I guess he shielded as well, so that's a cycle. That definitely did something for him. I'll be fine probably like tomorrow, by the way, guys. It's just I mean, I'll be better tomorrow, hopefully. It's the situation is just like slowly improving, but it just took a while for me to get an improvement in my health. Considering Shadow Flaming the Cursed Disciple to kill the 4/5 and the 3/3. It's a pretty good combo though. It's not necessary here. But I don't really see stuff that is that much better. This does put pressure on the board. Put 5 damage into the Matriarch. More chance he wants to direct heals towards her rather than his face. Warlock's always been fairly good against Priest, just because of the life tap. However, he had a really nice start with that Acolyte of Pain that put us back a ton. Ooh, okay. That's okay for us. That's 3 mana hero power basically, right? We'll still hit fatigue way before him, so it's not really a point. It's a pretty big coin flip here for me. Alright. I think it's a bit too early on the Nether. I think we just Mossy and Witch. I feel if I Nether here, he'll Amber me and it'll be a problem. What you gonna do, my friends? The assumption is that he'll double trade the Witch, right? Question is he gonna jam his Amber now or not? Excuse me. We also need to hit maybe a threat, right? Etten or Rogue Guard or whatnot. Shadow would pain that to then double trade there. Okay. I'd love for him to, yeah, put a bit more stuff on board. He's healing his face. That makes me wonder if he knows I'm going to Nether. Interesting. Well, we definitely don't have to Nether now, right? It's definitely because he played so slow. It's not a requirement. We can make good use of this slow play here. Yeah, he's played some decent cards, right? 3 Pains, 2 Deaths, Twilight Drake, Matriarch. There's the Amber. That's unfortunate for him, right? Yeah. It really feels like he held back at the wrong time. The instinct was to sack the 1/1s in. I think we still do that. We haven't really gone into MC Tech range yet. And he's got a lot of cards from early in the game here. These are 4 cards that haven't been played yet. He played around MCT by healing his face. Okay, maybe, yeah. Corpse Razor, this is kind of funny. Obviously going face is desirable. The one problem is if he mind controls this. Okay, let's think about this. What makes sense? We just Corpse Razor now and don't smack him. Have a lot of stuff. Shadow Man is here, will kill my guy. Don't want to just add in, that feels like asking for trouble. Okay. Now there's the option to just Spellstone it and push. And then Shadow Manus will still clear the board, but we can still Corpse Razor the Etten if it doesn't get stolen. That's fine with me. Double taunt, go face. Well, if he mind controls the Etten, it's very, very bad for us, right? And we haven't really been able to check him for mind control yet. If he's got a madness, he'll use it. If not, it might be forced to mind control to 8-1 to sacrifice it. And then the Etten might be in the clear. Corpse Razor the Homunculus. Well, if you Corpse Razor, or do you mean Corpse Razor the 8-1 plus Homunculus? Well, the question there is then are you going to go face or not, right? There's a lot of, like it's Priest. Priest is tricky to really play around everything. Okay, you are covered. Let's see if he goes for the MC now, then we could nether. Only a couple threats left in the deck. Need to be careful. Madness. Wait. What a weird play. He didn't Madness earlier. Why would you not Madness the 2-4? Because he has bad things to go with it. Matriarch? No. The Walker. Oh man, is that a draw? My god, is that a draw? I kind of wanted the Corpse Razor here, but this is too good not to. Oh baby. Yeah, Dread Inferno has been doing some really good things. And Night Scale Matriarch isn't really, it's really good. I wouldn't say it's God tier, right? But that's definitions, right? Or semantics, is that? Or I'm not sure how you would refer to the Concedos are? Question mark? No. Not a Concedos are yet.
Is someone injured?
Actually pretty darn annoying for us. A +1/+1, never mind. The tap means we can only play Bomber. But I think the tap's still okay. To make sure we can play 2 cards next turn.
I wonder.
Speak your peace.
I think you Corpse Razor here. I'm still a bit paranoid about this getting stolen somehow. Alright, let's see if one of these cards is mind control tech. Whether it's definitions or semantics is semantics. He's not reaching for the MCT. That's good.
My duty is to the king.
Trade. One off again. Maybe Bomber. Probably just playing 2 minions. Oh man. Face, bomber sludge. Hmm. Oh. Oh my god. We can go face, nether bomber. Oh man. It sounds like a meme play, and it is a meme play. Mm.
So many possibilities.
I think it's the play.
What a ball.
Got him, boys. Bomber baby.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Yeah, you don't go for the Windwood Bomber without the Nether. It's a weird play. It's a weird play otherwise. Blood Witch. Math turns out to be useful. This is a bit weird. You could coin 4s, but I think Basilisk into the 5/1 is fine. This feels like either Nova, Lash, Madness, right? Shadow Form, sure. And then, yeah, King there. Oh shit, I need to play something else, right? But I can play the Imp, right? That's fine. If it's Nova, it's a bit more annoying. But I think I should have just Imped there, right? Yeah. Should have just Imped, and then I had the Librarian. This is okay though. I think we don't care. Spellstone's ready to go. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I couldn't tap there, so I think coining the Gravedigger's fair. I think the average death rattle is worse than average card you draft. So I'm not sure about that play. Playing this is awkward for MCT, but damaging it with the Infernal means that if he wants to Holy Nova, it's no longer a play.
So many possibilities.
Could also just put the Ethan in the way, but then death is kind of awkward. So I guess I'll just get hit by it. That's the thing. Warlock Spellstone's going face. That sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a rad idea, my man. I think given the situation, the Nether line is correct, Timesor. Okay. There's a card for my hand. It's not Spellstone, it seems. I might have Thoughtstone as Spellstone. Let's put a bit of pressure here. Wow, he didn't want to do it last turn. That's crazy. This is just not want the witch right now. Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty funny.
Take it. It's tasty.
I'll do some stretching after this game, guys. I haven't been able to stretch yet. I speak Dutch, Dragon Effect. Well, I mean, I speak French as well, but Dutch is my native language. I suppose that's what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that seemed like a strong play, Saf. I guess I'm just greedy for the egg. Is Nether a good pick? Yeah, Nether's a good card. Wow, the discard though, nasty. It's offensive to eat it with anything else but your hands. Don't play that. Particular place. And the person was explaining how it's outrageous that people from the West have subtitles on them as they, you know, that's discrimination. And then as he's saying that, there's subtitles explaining what he's saying. It's great. It's a sketch, but it's so funny. It's a bit of the, that's kind of the meme in Belgium. Alright, there we go. The bomber's a bit weird right now. Oh, baby. Coin bomber into flame imp. And you know why, baby. No, I think it's flame imp into tap if the bomber is not good. Make sure we're on the board. Does he hit the imp? No, he does not. Yeah, I might tap. Yeah, I could coin that, but that's a bit weird, right? This is the kind of deck where tapping is served as well, so I think I'll just tap. Try to get more Spellstones in the hand. Try to find the Twilight Drake. Try to find the Witch. All those good things. Is this really necessary? Might throw the bomber out now. Phase bomber. Keep potentially like a 3-1 and a 3-2. Could also just trade and put the Sewer Crawler down. Could also go face and play the Sewer Crawler. Probably face and crawler is the same. It's similar to what we keep, right? It's not similar, no. Keep a 1-1 and a 2-3 instead of 2-3 power minions. But the bomber can fail. That's the big problem, right? The bomber can fail. I guess between not giving him the mana and not taking the chance, this is fine. Okay. Now we're good, boys.
The jungle provides.
Oh, that's quite a nice draw. These are 5 damage though. Playing them as 5 damage, Eligiggle. It's probably the right play to just shoot it though. See, I kind of want to get the Corpse Raiser on the 5-1, but the chance that it stays as the 5-1 is really unlikely, right? So it's those two factors combined. The fact that he's going to trade. It's going to make it awkward to trade back in. It's fine. Oh. Oh, hello there. That's nice. Don't kill my 5-1, please. I need it.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
Kill the 2-1. Hey. You don't want to take 10, do you now? It's bad for your health. If he does take it, I might just coin the Etten. Heck, I might even coin the Etten regardless of what he does. Right? Because it's kind of hard for Druid to punish that. And then you have Corpse Razor to Etten. Yeah, I think so. It's unfortunate. You'd like to do this, but... kind of the time to get disgusting drakes is over. It's usually more like turn 4, turn 5. And we might still tap our way back up. Okay. This is 5. The bomber's weird. Bomber can either hit our face or this, but... oh, never mind now. Might just Corpse Razor here and go downtown.
Well played.
Put a little damage in there. Does Bomber work with Spellstone? If it hits your face, it does, yeah. And it works in separate ticks, so if your first tick hits you and then the second tick, it's 7 damage already. Well, this one would only need 1, but a fresh Spellstone can be fully upgraded on turn 2 with Bomber. Or turn 1 even. Oh man, I don't know, I just don't like the Volcano servers. It just seems like you're doing this too often. Downtown, Kappa Pride. I think we have him right with Bump Shadow Flame. Or Bump Shadow Flame, either one. It didn't come back. Yeah.
Well played.
I serve.
I know I skipped at least one.
None can escape my fury.
I skipped 2 of them. Right? I skipped one for a Flame Imp, and I skipped another one for the Furious Aten. I don't think the Crawler's good enough. Not with Flame Imp, not with Spellstone, not with Homunculus, right?
Happy Midsummer Festival.
Hey, Spellstones. Alright, we get the new greetings. Yeah, everybody's like being friendly and stuff, and you're like, burn the thing that burns. Cool down, please. Burn the fires, burn the fires. Ooh, that would have been a clutch play here. Probably coining the Drake. If he doesn't dagger up, he can't envenom. If he daggers up, envenom sucks. Is it ever this? It shouldn't be, right? No. Just hope it's not envenom. That's a 4-8 on turn 3. It's a little bit too good to say no to. Just no envenom, please. No Dragon Slayer either. Okay. Should be fine. 2 damage, rogue, eviscerate, sap. It's very common. Ooh, baby, big money. I feel like the higher up you go with this deck, the more you play like these kind of things, the more you're happy that the Spellstones are there.
Once was a man from Gilneas.
Oh, cheap shot, betrayal. Yep, yep, yep. For sure. So he's got the deadly poison. Still like this more, I think. Could also just feeding time trade. Yeah, that's fine. That takes the initiative away from him. And then next turn we have heal for 7 if we want it. Well, I guess heal for 5 technically, because we're taking 2.
My eyes are open.
It's playtime.
Oh, tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Boom. He's like, alright, he's down to 11, he's down to 11, we got this, we got this, we got this. Yeah, motherfucker! Cheap shot indeed. And holding the wasp? No, not holding the wasp. Hey, more of them. If I tap here, I get a 9. He needs 6. It's probably a bit too much. Just gonna play all the things. Put all the things on the board. It's Tuesday and we don't have a teddy bear on head. I know, it's because it's Collins' day off normally. That's why he wanted to make this teddy bear Tuesday, because he knew that he wouldn't be here. Okay. Oh. Feels like the buff doesn't really matter too much. Let's keep the flexibility. Who's Collins? I need to switch that again. Can somebody do like the real Collins command?
Well played.
Oh man, popping off. He knows. 26 now. Why not the one with 3? Cause well, it's not 3, right? Oh, it is 3. But I mean, I thought it was 5. If it was 5, it makes more sense, right? But if you do 7, you have more healing, and there's so many activators in the deck. But I do understand you, right? It makes sense to not do it. That's nice. Actually, do I need to do this? I can just heal. But I can't sludge then as well, right? Because I played this. God damn it. I played too fast. I played too fast. I didn't need to. I could have buffed this, healed it, traded, and sludged.
So many.
It's fine. We're in a really good position. Like, I shouldn't really care. This is a good play. It's definitely not a bad play, but could have been better. That's one of the sloppy things I mean, right? That I've been doing this run. Sloppy mistake. Yeah, spellstones are absolutely doing work. Interesting. I think I might have shot the 4-3 twice. I'll tap first in case I hit a Spellstone. I don't need to, right? I can just play the 4s. It always sucks when you get punished with a brewer like that. Oh. Rogue's never truly out of it, man. We've healed so much with the Spellstones, though. Hey, baby. Are you good? Not that good.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
G-Pack. Welcome, my man. Thanks so much for the 2 months. Thank you for the support.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Kinda wanna just go for him. Ghost Bomb, you too, man. Thanks so much for subbing. Welcome. Enjoy your emotes. Hope you're having a good time here. We both have 8 cards left. That's nuts. I've tapped so much. But yeah, double minstrel, castaway. Anything else? Yeah, just double minstrel. Thins the deck a lot. Mossy Horror is not that great. I think I'll probably just go for the Infernal, put a body on the board.
What a bother.
Could have bombered as well. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You know, it's that point of the game.
This jungle hides many secrets.
What were these? Okay. Probably just gonna put the Royal Guard down. See if we have lethal with the bomber first. Oh, I don't need to do it now. It's funny that I can do the same play again. It's hilarious that I can do the same play again. So what is it? 80, 82 something, right? So how much chance do I have to do it again? All right, chat. Chat, I'll take your expert advice on how to finish games. If it backfires, I'll let you know. Okay, the button's not green, so you know. He's probably thinking like, what a reckless motherfucker, he didn't need to do that. The classic bomber lethal. That was great, chat. I'm not gonna say I'll never doubt you again because that would be stupid, but good job. Bomber first? But then if it doesn't work, I might have to nether him, right? For punishment, so it's not so good. One more and the bomber's on a killing spree. Yep. Well, not really Ghost Form, but it's a funny song, and we've been using this for years as our final boss song. You remember which card says Killing Spree? Yeah, Worgen Infiltrator, which is ironic because it's never going on a killing spree. Yeah, it's funny, right, Nightmare? We stuck with it, right? We just said, okay, let's just do it. Even though we weren't really feeling it. Happened to work out. Okay, so this is gonna kill here. Basilisk doesn't feel that good here. Killing Spree is a twist of Worgen? Oh, really? Really? Okay, whatever. Same shit, right? Unfortunate. But pretty annoying for him that the Divine Shield comes out now. That speaker trait, the balance. At least this makes for an acceptable dread. So this is gonna be 8 damage on the turn we need it. That's nice. Awesome Ghost Spawn. Yeah, I mean, not everybody knows it, so then it's they go like, what the fuck is this song? Why are you playing it, right? That +2 works. I mean, it works about as poorly as the Basilisk does, right? So you cannot kill on the 2/3. He is. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's what the Shady Diggy's for, Ghost Bomb. It's your new emote. There's a Shady Diggy emote. Why did nobody tell me? Shadowfight? Alright, so now the question is, do you play around mind control tech or not? You can tap Drake, or you can Drake Grave. You can Drake gave. Oh my god. Drake Grave Digger. I'm not letting that one go. Alright. It's also about the health, but at the same time, you have the Spellstone, and you might find like Shadow Flame or Mossy Horror or something for next turn. Alright. The Drake Digger. Yeah. Drake Digger, baby. Oh, right, that was Chain Gang. I was like, why is he not overloaded? But he played the budget Chain Gang into the actual Chain Gang, so.
Me no crazy. You crazy.
You crazy. Another spell power? No. Alright. We're getting Sturmed. Which at least means that the Grave Digger would have been wasted, so. The tap is nice. That's a pretty good Sturm. I guess that's a low roll, right, on the Drake. 4 to 5. How much was this? 4, yeah. Am I gonna Gilney in a Flame Tongue Totem? God, I don't want to. The other one is the Spellstone and Flame Tongue Totem. I don't want to do that either. I want the Gilnean to be reverse. Okay, so are those really my options? If I leave the Flame Tongue up, I feel I just lose. He has almost no damage on board. I think I need to do this. It just sucks.
Duty is
This is not exactly what you want to go now. Make a 3/4 taunt, shoot the totem. Yeah, I mean that'd be fine, but I think I'd rather save the flexibility of being able to deal 7 on whatever I want and just put the big body down now. Tried to snipe me, Camel. What's your deck? Or class or whatnot? Oh, Hunter. Okay. So you did catch up. Okay. So you win 12 now or what? Display leaves you dead to Bloodlust, yeah. Didn't have it though. Champerino. Alright. So we get to remove the 3/5 and the 2/3. And we're left with an 8/3, which you didn't have an answer for last turn. They put the witch down. We're probably still fine, right? Killing the things. Killing things. Killing some things. Taunt up? Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I'm definitely being a bit sloppy. Not playing this super clean at all. I never noticed how the totem was so different if it was golden. Alright, let's play it slow. Let's just try to figure it out. Yeah, it's more that I think that the witch's 1 damage a turn might be a problem, Seth. I might have to like just spellstone something for the sake of spellstoning something. Oh, never mind. Did I say he might not have a spellstone target? I lied. I lied. Hey, there's more now. Feels good, man. Alright, so assuming we spellstone, 6 mana left. We could probably tap now. So we're getting the heals in.
Try
15 health, not a lot of things on his board. Feels a lot better. Yeah, it's looking really good right now. Are you using a different Hearth Arena profile? No, but currently, well, let me play the game first and ask me after. I only use the Shadybunny profile. Have we played into MC Tech, Seth? Oh, no.
My duty is to the king.
Oh, Gilnayan. Medievalista, thank you so much for the 13 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright. So we can have this at 7 if we want it. Either trade. 6 mana. Another Blood Witch feels wrong. I think I'll crack the Death Rattle, see what's in there. Probably just the 5 damage Spellstone and the High Main in that case, right? That means I can save this one to upgrade. It's the second High Main I've gotten out of that today, I think. Yeah. The Freesh. Acceptable? Yeah, right. We'll take that humble offering. Hey. Keep spellstoning forever. Homunculus Spellstone. It's so sad that this works before the draw though. So that's 6. We could Blood Witch. Could also just tap. I think tap's fine. Hey, we can upgrade the other ones as well. Right. Yeah, if the draw happened first, the witch would be a lot better. Bone mirror. Kind of want to go for a Doomguard here. I think I might just play the 5s. Yeah. Those aren't the worst discards. Oh, did he hit the Deathwing? No, please. No. Really? That's since turn 12 though. Because we checked his cards and the cards he had been holding weren't MCT. He literally drew MCT last turn, right? Okay. That's fine. He relieved us of our Blood Witch. What was this turn 9 card? It said 12 to me. But yeah, maybe I didn't notice it properly. You got the weakest one? Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is... I mean, it's not fine, right? But it's less terrible than it would normally be. We haven't Shadow Flamed yet. Mostly Horror doesn't do it yet. Hey. How are you doing today, Shadow Flame? Probably just sack the 5/2 and keep the thing.
Take it. It's tasty.
Boosh. Speaking of Shadow Flame, yeah, I know, right? Good old Shadow Flame. Okay. Didn't find something. So how much is this? Trade, 4, 9, 10. We could put him dead to Volcano if he doesn't pull the thing, right?
So many possibilities.
Oh no, I can't play both. That's still fine, right? He needs to roll Taunt Totem now to not be dead. Right. Let's do that again, right? 5, 10. Yeah, it doesn't make too much sense to play that. The Bomber Nether combo is still in the deck, yeah. We've tapped so much in this run, just tap. But it seems to be correct if you have these 4 Spellstones. Find the right things. He's done. All right. Well, I mean, I completely turned around, right? I was playing very fast. I mean, I still kept playing fast, and I still think that I was somewhat sloppy, but maybe we just underestimated this type of Warlock. Maybe this is where the Warlock win percentage is coming from, right? You just pick all the Spellstones you see and you go off. It's good for the treasury. Oh, Golden Chain Gang. I think that's my second one now. That's nice. That's actually an awesome reward. Because I wasn't really gonna craft the golden chain gang because it's gonna rotate out. I'm pressing spacebar and it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's just blocked by this.